everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we've got two corners who hope they can have an opportunity to shine on defense. It's the Chiefs going up against the Chargers. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thank you very much. The last time the LA Chargers played a home game was December 18th, 1960. But they've got one here as we welcome you to the StubHub Center in Carson. The scene here in Carson a moment ago. Both teams making their way out of the tunnel. Phillip Rivers, now the main man here in LA, as his Chargers will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, eluding the tackle. Alex Smith has Kansas City off to a 2-0 start. Here he comes bringing the offense onto the field, and maybe that 2-0 start quiets some of the Mahomes talk that may have been happening earlier.
That and Alex Smith's ability to throw the ball downfield in 2017. He is making plays that many people thought he was either hesitant to do or just didn't have in him. Well, he's got weapons to throw it to now. Tyreek Hill out wide, right? Chris Conley can throw it to downfield. Travis Kelce makes big plays from the tight end position. And Kareem Hunt, the rookie running back, can catch it out of the backfield. But there's no more confident quarterback in the NFL right now than Alex Smith is.
Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Starters here for Kansas City, and one guy who wasn't a household name a couple weeks ago, but everybody knows him now, Kareem Hunt.
Well, he certainly is a household name. Let me put it to you this way. As you said, no one really knew him going into the season, right? 246 combined yards against the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots on opening night. Then he comes back with a 50-plus yard touchdown run against the Philadelphia Eagles week 2. I'm on the plane headed home after the game, and I look across the aisle. 2 people are wearing number 27 Kansas City Chiefs jerseys with Hunt on the back. Oh, yeah, he's becoming a household name in a hurry.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
In 2016, the Chargers defense had its moments. They were ranked 10th against the run. Overall, total defense, though, they were 16th because they struggled a little bit against the pass, but they had a number of injuries, and they expect those guys back this year and expect to be an improved unit overall.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Caught. Kelce, left side. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Kelce, Charles, coming off a great game, as you saw last week, over 100 yards and a touchdown.
I just love the way that he gets utilized in head coach Andy Reid's offense. He's a tight end as listed, but they use him for wide receiver plays. They use him as a wildcat quarterback at times. They'll run him down the line of scrimmage and throw a shovel pass to him, so essentially he becomes a running back. And he affects the game as well. You've got to know where Travis Kelce is on every snap. before you set up your defense, and he moves around a lot to create mismatches. And the game that he played against Philadelphia was vintage Travis Kelce. Caught it, ran it, played with joy and enthusiasm.
Smith now to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they were trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Smith's going to give this one to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, here's Smith. The tight end, Kelce, has it over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Charles, let's pivot for a second here. Got a moment. Toughest division so far certainly seems to be the AFC West, right? I mean, you have 3 undefeated teams.
And we thought that going into the season, if you rank the toughest division of football based on last year's records and who they would play, the AFC West shows up as number 1. And so far, they're handling it pretty well. Kansas City's 2-0 and beat New England on the road on opening night. The Oakland Raiders went to Tennessee, a trendy pick in the AFC South to win the division. Beat them on opening day. They're 2-0. And the Denver Broncos, behind Trevor Siemian and that great defense, also off to a 2-0 start.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second down, Rivers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From the shotgun. It's Rivers. And now he's taken down. And Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Fresh set of downs here. Smith with a give to Hunt. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here's Smith now on second down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Kansas City first down. Smith finding Hill that time. Little nugget on that receiver, Tyreek Hill. He had the streak of 5 straight games with 60-plus yard touchdowns snapped in week 2. That was an NFL record.
He's got 6 of those overall. As you mentioned, 5 in a row. That got snapped against Philadelphia. Still had 4 catches for 43 yards. Still ran the ball from the running back position. He affects the game because defensive coordinators have to know where he's going to line up on every snap, and that can alter what they do on defense and open up things for some of his offensive mates.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this is caught at the 8. That one goes for 24 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So they're operating in the red zone. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and goal. Now it's Smith. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Corey Legion in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 32-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On to punt, Drew Kaiser, second-year man from Texas A&M. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Chargers defense now getting set and taking the field. And they really dug in deep on that last drive. They gave up quite a bit of yardage. Somebody must have said something in the huddle, though, because they got a big stop.
And someone on the sideline said, what took you guys so long before you dug in on that possession? But you're exactly right. To be able to grit it out at the end after giving up such a long drive, they have to feel better about themselves. Now they want to start this possession and not let it get to that extent.
Right, because they gave up the 3 last time. See if they can stop them here. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Smith going to leave it to Hunt on the draw. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. It's the Chiefs on top early. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's got it to West on the dump off. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And Benjamin seems to be in some pain. You see him there, still down. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Rivers on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Rivers now to throw on first down. It's Williams on the catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Play action now. Rivers. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Plays there on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Time to spotlight the quarterback, Alex Smith. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Smith. He hits West underneath. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense. Still first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be a 2nd down.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Now Smith to throw on 2nd down. What a spin. And now running right through it. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense. Still first down.
And here we go on 1st and goal. This is Hunt, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Caught me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. This offense so far on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Smith. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger 1st down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. From the gun, Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyrell Williams, 30 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after here coming up. And that makes it a 9-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chargers defense gearing up to take the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, Smith. Looking sideline, incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Peters last year tied for 2nd in the league with 6 picks, and that's after leading the NFL with 8 in his rookie year.
You would think teams would get the memo and try to avoid him. This guy's a flat-out playmaker.
And out come the Chiefs now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, Smith. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Not a stat we talk about often with tight ends, but Travis Kelsey, he can move it after the catch. 3rd overall in the NFL in yards after catch last season.
Behind 2 running backs, Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson.
Strength and a little bit of niftiness in Travis Kelsey's game.
On first down, it's Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Out of the gun, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Smith throwing again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Brandon Oliver now on the return. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Final play of the half, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
All right, Brandon. We'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers are happy to be in front, and they'll look to play another solid half of football. The Chiefs, on the other hand, want to quiet this crowd and turn things around. All right, let's roll those highlights. Chiefs taking the field for their opening drive. We're going to get a fumble here. Offense on the field now after the fumble. Sorensen's going to push his way to the QB here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. That takes the lead up to 2. Chargers with the ball early in the second. Rivers' pass on target to Keenan Allen. And it's going to be caught for the touchdown. Chargers up now by 2. Now 3rd and 8. Here a throw deep down the field is caught. And he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. The Chargers up now by 9.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game. The
adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing Rivers. That is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 72 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
So they're going to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Smith on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Ten yards still left on second down. Here's Smith. Going to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Kansas City first. Smith finding his fellow Pro Bowler Kelce.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's got the hook up with Conley. And now running right through him. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now it's Hunt, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now it's Smith. Kelce, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Here's Smith on the option left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, here's Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down, Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's 3 field goals for him now. But, heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start, offense. Still second down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right at the 45. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's Gordon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
2nd down, Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And he's brought down. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now Gordon. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 17-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Gordon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. Rivers. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And they will line up now for the two-point try. From the gun, Rivers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On first down, Smith. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
To throw on third down, Smith. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, here's Smith. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. About 3 yards there to the 27. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run again with Hunt. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Smith. And Wilson has it. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they'd been down there. They'd been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. That time, a 9-play drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. This is Gordon. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Something to think about with these Chargers. They had 4 losses a season ago when leading with 3 minutes or less.
So you think that their fans right now, they're hopeful, but not necessarily expecting it to go their way.
Yeah, not counting their chickens just yet. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. They find some open field here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Smith. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Smith now on second down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Smith. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Corey Legion in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down for a full 4 quarters.
But what they were hoping for was a half of the game. And if they could have shut it down at the half, they had done their job. But as you mentioned, a full 4 quarters, and the best, they always feel like they're 1 run away from changing the momentum or breaking something big, and we're starting to see that here in the second half.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Rivers. Gives it to Benjamin. It's caught. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen. No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. They run it here with Gordon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. 3rd and long for Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, Smith into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And now out on the field. Here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So it'll be first down here after the run. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the lead is up to 15 now. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Smith operating from the gun. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Smith now from the gun. He'll throw. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Smith with a give to Hunt. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Chiefs to the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Smith on 1st down. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Smith. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On the counter, here's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's has had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Chargers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They run it here with Oliver. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's time today. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now Smith to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 29. 23 yards on the play. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. A kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.